what you know about the woman. Tell me if you want, don't try.
Not a day, week, or a month goes by in India where we don't have a new electric car for reveal, launch, review, or road test. That's how rapidly the EV is gaining grounds in the country. And the electric car buyers, they want more and more from the electric cars. So on my left is the highest selling electric car in India right now, the MG Windsor EV. And challenging it is a newcomer. It's called the VinFast VF6. It's coming right from Vietnam, but it's made here in India. So in this video, let's have a look at both of them. Let's compare their specs, features, the dimension, interior, space, practicality, and how they both are to drive on the Indian roads. But before we go ahead, you know the drill. It's like, share, and subscribe to the carandbike YouTube channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon as well so that you can be notified every time we bring out a new and informative video for you, our dear buyers who want to buy an electric car every new day. Now for this comparison's sake, we are considering the range-topping version of both these cars. But more importantly, there are battery pack options. The range-topping version of the Windsor EV Pro, it gets you 52 kilowatt-hour battery pack. Whereas the VinFast, it gets you a bigger battery pack at around 59 kilowatt-hour. As for the power output, there's no comparison. You get almost 200 bhp and 300 Nm in the VinFast, whereas the Windsor EV Pro, it gets you 134 bhp and around 200 Nm. As for the range, both have a very similar claimed range. This one is around 450, this one is at around 460 kilometers in a single charge. In terms of measurement, the Windsor EV Pro is bigger of the two, but the VF offers a longer wheelbase and marginally higher ground clearance. When it comes to driving experience, both are poles apart. The VF6 has almost 200 horsepower at its disposal, and it shows. It's quick, involving, and insanely fun behind the wheel. You sit quite low and the steering is tight and responsive, and the ride is too stiff to be comfortable. But it translates to controlled body movement and highway stability. On the other hand, the Windsor is more focused towards comfort and family friendliness. It's smooth, easy to drive, has good visibility as you sit quite tall in comparison, and it has softer suspension, lighter steering, a relaxed throttle map, noticeable pitch, which makes the Windsor user-friendly but not involving. As for the range, the VF6 with the 59 kWh battery pack could actually achieve around 380 to 420 kilometers in the city, and this figure is expected to be around 360 to 390 kilometers in the Windsor EV 52 kWh pack. As for the highway figures, where you can actually maintain triple-digit speeds, we expect the VF6 to do around 320 to 350 kilometers. Whereas the Windsor EV Pro would be down to around 290 to 320 kilometers in the real-world condition. More importantly, the VF6 supports up to 100 kW of DC fast charging, where the Windsor is limited to 60 kWh. If the VF6 ousted the Windsor when it comes to driving dynamics, things are about to change in this segment. Because in this range-topping version, the feature list is closely matched too. Both get a very large center display with all the in-car functions integrated into it. There's no MID in the VF6, but you get a heads-up display in its place. A small driver's display for the Windsor there is. Both have a floating center console up front, but the Windsor gives you a Type-C port and a wireless charging pad, neither of which is available in the VF6. There's a panoramic glass roof in both, but there's a sunshade for it in Windsor and not in the VF. Another upper hand the Windsor has is the space and practicality. The seats are more welcoming, especially in the second row where the VF6 struggles. Where the rear seat experience of the VF6 is more apt for the kids, the ones in the Windsor will be more preferable by the elderly. In fact, it's the best way to sum up both these cars. The VF6, it's best suited for youngsters or young at heart, whereas the Windsor is more for the mature and the elderly audience. As for the safety, the newcomer VF6 has achieved a 5-star safety rating from the Bharat NCAP test. It is equipped with 7 airbags and level 2 ADAS suite. On the other hand, the Windsor EV hasn't undergone the crash test yet. However, it does offer 6 airbags and level 2 ADAS as well. While both are eligible for IP67 rating, the ADAS in the VF6 is slightly advanced with traffic projection on the infotainment screen. It is one of the cheapest cars to offer this feature because all the other cars which does provide a projection on the screen like the Teslas and the Mahindras, they definitely cost more. Let's start with the newcomer. The VinFast VF6 doesn't currently offer a BAS, or that is battery as an option system. You buy it outright with the battery included. The ex-showroom prices are, for the Earth it's around 16.49 lakh rupees, while the Vin, which is a mid-spec, goes for 17.79 lakh rupees ex-showroom. The Vin Infinity that we have here, it's around 18.29 lakh rupees ex-showroom. So on-road pricing, depending on the city, state taxes, insurance and RTO, typically lands between 17.3 to 19.3 lakh for the Earth variant and goes up to 20 lakh plus for the Vin Infinity in many metro markets. In simple terms, the VF6 sits comfortably between the 17 and 20 lakh on-road bracket for the variants most Indian will consider. These prices are without any battery subscription, as I said earlier. And then there's a segment leader, the best-selling EV so far, the Windsor EV, and we will be talking about both the BAS and the non-BAS variants. Under the MG's BAS system, the car sells for lower upfront cost and you pay for the battery usage separately on per kilometer basis. The Windsor EV lineup starts at 9.99 lakh rupees ex-showroom without the battery, while the EV Pro starts at 12.25 lakh ex-showroom. Now, the battery rental charges typically start from around 3.5 to 4.5 rupees per kilometer. That means if you want a low upfront ticket, the BAS lets you enter the segment cheaper. But remember, you will be paying a recurring cost for each kilometer you drive as part of the battery rental plan. And maybe that is the reason why the Windsor EV is so popular in the Indian market. Now, if you choose to buy the car and the battery together with no BAS, the Windsor is priced between 15 to 16.5 lakh for the exclusive and Essence variant, whereas the exclusive Pro and Essence Pro, the top of the line variant, costs around 17.3 to 18.5 lakh rupees ex-showroom. Now, the on-road numbers in a city like Mumbai show that these variants cost commonly around 15 to 20 lakh rupee mark, broadly overlapping where the VF6 sits. Now, the VinFast comes with no BAS, so you pay for the car and the battery upfront, with the ex-showroom prices roughly from 16.5 to 18.3 lakh rupees and the on-road ranging between 17 and 20 lakh range for most parts. The MG Windsor EV gives you two options to buy. The battery as a service upfront ex-showroom price lies between 10 to 12 lakh for the Pro variant that we are considering for this comparo, but you pay battery rental per kilometer. Or the full purchase of the car with the battery ranges roughly between 14 to 18.5 lakh for the top Pro on-road in the most metro cities. So whether you are after the low upfront cost with recurring battery pay-as-you-go or full ownership from day one, the Windsor EV gives you flexibility, whereas VF6 keeps it simple with a straightforward ownership price tag. If you're looking at the MG Windsor EV or the VinFast VF6 for your next EV purchase, you need to know that both of them have got something fabulously right and something horribly wrong. Which one would be your purchase depend on your EV requirements. But irrespective of your choice, you would be happy to know that both of them would be a fabulous choice for your EV lifestyle. Because choosing between both of them is like choosing black or white. There's no gray. Because after considering everything, be it performance, range, charging speeds, features, space, safety and pricing, we now know that the VinFast VF6 is clearly the driver's car over here. It's quicker, more engaging, it charges faster, and its ADAS feels a step ahead. If you're someone who enjoys being behind the wheel, or you simply want stronger performance from your future-ready electric car, the VF6 makes a compelling case. But the MG Windsor EV understands the Indian families better. It's more comfortable, more spacious in the second row, easier to daily drive, and its BAS option lowers the entry barriers significantly. It's also priced very handsomely. So for all the intents and purposes, the MG Windsor EV comes across as a better choice for an average Indian EV buyer.
I'm on the good side. I got money, money, money.